Sound on, transition to the hello or the talking screen, and now we say hello everyone. How are you doing, Mama?
I'm doing all right. How are you this evening?
Doing okay. My nose hurts from all of the sniffles, but I'll get over it eventually, sometime, maybe this year. But yeah, I don't have anything else to really talk about, so I'm ready for some Sudoku if you are.
Yep.
All right. So, first puzzle today is going to be Gears by the Pedaling Pianist. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits in a cage do not repeat and sum to the given total. And that's it.
Well, there's a 5 cage at the bottom and a 14 cage on the right.
Ten and 13 are pretty small. So if we looked at this whole column and we subtracted out the 23, then red minus blue, 45 minus 23 is 22.
Mm-hmm.
So red is 22 more than blue. Can I put a 9? Well, obviously 8 and 9 are out of the 10. Can I put 8 or 9 in the 13?
One or
Just
the
check
other.
this. Doesn't look like I could put either. Yeah, because 1, 2, 3 is 6, which is the minimum, and 7 is 13. So we know 8 and 9 are in the red.
I forgot it was a 4-digit.
Yeah. So 17 removed from 22 leaves 5 left over. So the last digit is 5 more than the others. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. But it can't be 8 or 9. So this has to be a 1 or a 2. Leaving a 6 or a 7.
Along with 8, 9.
Yeah. So obviously one of the 1 and 2s has to be in the 10. Although we don't necessarily need a second in the 13.
Well, we know 1 through 5 is in there. In that 10 and 13.
Yeah.
That's 15. And to get to 23 is another 8.
It's the 6 or the 7.
It's the 6 or the 7, yeah.
So this could be 3, 4, 5. because it doesn't have 6 or 7.
Right.
And this is either 145 or 235 if it doesn't have 6 or 7. So if this was 235, well, the 6 or 7 wouldn't work, so this can't be 235. Oh, wait. No, it could work. 1, 2, 4, and 6. The 2 goes over here, and then you do 2, 3, 5 there.
Right.
And then 1, 4, 5 works with 7. You do 2, 3, and 7 there. So I guess we look in the opposite direction over here, and these two minus this one, well, orange is equal to purple. So that means this has to be a 6, and a 1, 2 to make 9.
Right.
So you don't
And
have
then,
7.
Yeah.
So this is either 1, 2, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 7. Hold on. We know the 6 is gone in both of them. So 3 is required, so the 10 can't have a 3 in it. 10 has to have 1, so this has to be a 1. So now this is 2, 3, 7, and 1, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 7, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Not particularly helpful.
The 12 cage in box 6 cannot be 3 or 8, or 3, 9, or 4, 8, so it has to be 5, 7. Which leaves 1 through 4 for the rest of the column.
And since the 4 here sees 1 through 4, or 1 through 3, that's a 4.
Well, and that's 1 through 6 that's there, which puts the 7 in the 13 cage.
Yep. 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. Oh, that's his 3 here. And I don't need... Actually, I don't need any colors now.
And now the 25 cage needs an additional 13.
It can't be 6, 7.
So 4, 7, and 9.
$13, 4, and 9 is out. Well, it can't be 5, 8, because that would clash with the 13 there.
Right. Takes the 7s, places the 7 in the 20 cage.
So this 19 can't have a 7 in it. It's required to have a 1, though. It's also required to have 3. There's 15 left over. No, because 14 and 21 is 35. Yeah.
Well, in row 3, 2 and 3 can be placed. Or, well, more or less.
4,
And
5, and
that
8.
resolves the 1, 2.
7. 6. 4, 5, 8, 9. 5, 8, 2,
2,
and
3.
3.
In box 8, the 10 cage is either 1, 9 or 3, 7. There's a 6 in the box, and there's a 2 in the box. The 32 cage cannot have a 1 in it, so 1 in column 7. Who has to be in that in column? Oh, yeah, but it has to be in column, so it has to be in there. So it's 6, 7, 8. 7 comes out in box 6.
So it has to be one of these two. 7 and 3, so that places 1 at 9.
That's a 6, 7, 8 triple now. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Apparently this is just 5. C's 2, 3, and 4.
5 and
6
6.
and 9. 6 is out because of the 5, 6 over here. 6, 7, 8, and 4. 6 is out. 3. Oh, 6 has to be one of these, so that places those. 6, 8 pair places 7. 3 has to be in here, so this isn't a 3.
I have 8 in it.
Yeah.
Because where's 8 in the column?
2, 3, 5, and 8. 2, 3, 5, 8. So
7, 9, and
2, 6, 8, 9. 1, 4, 3, 8, 4.
In box 5, the third column has to have both 1 and 9 in it.
And the
First
9
column has
is
to.
going to have to go in 14.
Eleven has to go in the first column.
And well, this couldn't be 1, 2, 7. And apparently 9's not possible.
Right. Yeah, because columns 4 and 5 have 9. Gonna have to
This
be
has to
2,
be
3, 5, or 1, 4, 5.
6, 8. One, 3, 4, 9. Yeah. None of these can be 5, so that is.
Right.
There's 2 in this row. Oh, there or there.
Box 5. The 1, 4, I don't think can be a 4 because in the 14 cage, if there's a 4 in that, well, if there, I was gonna say if there's a 3 in it, then what's below is 4, or there's a 4 in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's that 1, 4 is a 1.
Yeah. The 1, 4 is not possible in here because it would break that.
Right.
So that's another way of looking at it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That would have been easier.
There we go. Not too bad. Anyway, I wouldn't say very easy, but it was an easier puzzle. Because the second row and the second column worked very well.
Yeah.
To
For the break-in.
Yeah. Make sure I don't forget the link. Alright, next puzzle. We'll give us some sniffles real quick. Alright. Killer Dots of the Night by Chip Sounder. Place the digits 1 through 6 in each row, column, and 2 by 3 box without repetition. Cells separated by a knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. Clues outside the grid give the sum of the digits on the indicated diagonal, and digits may repeat, if allowed by other rules. Digits in a dotted cage cannot repeat and must sum to the given total in the top left corner of the cage. Digits separated by a black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio, and the puzzle does not have solution checking. And then restart the time, even though it's just a few seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5.
And they cannot be the same.
Right. And now this is 3 or 6, and this one's 3 or 6. So if this was red, or maybe yellow and green, and blue and red, this one we know is purple, or let's just assign this one purple rather. Would this one have to be purple, or would it have to be orange? Because of the anti-knight. I know purple's not going to reach that, so that's not what's important. Okay, maybe another way of thinking that it's important. 3, 4, 5, 6. 5's not allowed. Okay, well that's not even helpful then. Okay, well, purple's one of those two. Red and blue. This one's not red, that one's not blue.
Well, in box 3, yellow goes in one of the two that are not colored at the moment.
Green's removed from here. And of course we have orange everywhere.
Right.
Yellow, green, and orange.
See, in box 5, red goes on the bottom because it sees the top by Sudoku and Anti-Night.
Hmm.
Which places red in box 2? The X-wing of red in boxes 4 and
Right.
6. Okay, purple is in box 2. So if purple's on the Kropke dot, the other half is orange.
Well, those would have to be a red-green pair. Blue, purple, orange. Okay, this one. It can't be purple because purple's one of those two. It can only be one of those two.
Oh, box 5, the bottom center, can't be purple
All
because
right,
it sees both the. So purple is.
so those are the same. Blue is ruled out of those two. Purple ends up on this Kropke dot. red, yellow, blue, green, purple, and orange.
Okay, if you look at where orange can be in box 5, then look at where orange can be in box 3.
Orange is removed from these two.
Yeah.
Green, purple. So that should force this to be green. So we get 2 greens, so green can't be 5. If these are both red,
Well,
they can
green
both be
can't be
1s,
1.
4.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it can, because it's... I was looking at only 3 digits for some reason.
This can't be orange because it would see both of those and both of
And all of
those.
it, yeah. Okay, so that's purple. Which place is purple in... Well, so now we know that that Kropke dot is 1, 2, or 4. The black one.
Purple and orange aren't consecutive, so this is no longer
Right.
orange.
Be 2, 4, or 5.
Well, I would need 3 or 6 on here, so orange has to be one of those two. And those both see this one, so this one isn't orange, it's red. If we had 3... Go ahead.
Box 2, the center bottom, cannot be blue. Well, it can't be blue anyway.
Yeah.
It sees blue by
Night's move.
and it can't be red, so it's red, so it's yellow or green.
Right.
And it can't be yellow because in box 4 it sees all 3 that could be yellow.
Right.
So now the 9 diagonal has 2. It can't be 1 because that would make red 7.
Right.
2 2s is 4, that would be 5 or 1.
Oh, that's a yellow-blue pair. Orange and red. Yellow. Takes yellow out. Blue takes blue out. Blue, green, blue.
Yellow comes off of the bottom. In the top right corner.
So this is orange. Blue. Oh. This can't be yellow, this can't be blue, this can't be orange. Blue is 5 now.
Well, for that 10 diagonal, 2 4s, it's going to have 2 1s with it.
Blue and orange. Orange, yellow, yellow, green.
The red and be that one's red.
This one's not red, not purple, not green. And 5 is consecutive. 6. Nice. The sniffles are the worst.
Yes.
Killer dots of the night. If I can highlight just the correct portion. Wait, stop. Back. Alright, couldn't find the puzzle on Logic Masters Germany. Okay. I'm gonna do one more puzzle at least. If I can pull up the right things. Let's see, has Electron posted a new puzzle recently? They have. Touch flatmates telekinetic crockies.
What did we do that one?
Says unsolved. I feel like we have done
Yeah,
that one.
But we did one before he posted it. Before it was posted.
This doesn't really seem that. Well, no, because we did the Dutch flatmates.
What day was it? Was it posted?
March 5th.
Okay, well, look at.
Content. Playlists. Sudoku. Biblios. March Why are these not in order? Oh, that's because that's 20. Looking at stuff from a year ago. Alright, March 3rd and 4th.
Well, this is 2025.
Oh yeah, those are a year ago. Was I looking at stuff from 2 years ago? No, that says March of 2024. That says March of 2021.
Weird.
I think I just messed up the title. Save. Because that was streamed in 2024.
Yeah.
May, June, July, August, September, October. Oh. Got a bunch of stuff with the wrong year on it. Let me just fix a bunch of that real quick.
Let's see, what's March 4th look like?
Just save. Pretty much every video since the beginning of this year has the wrong year on it.
Yeah.
So let me in fact today's video has the wrong year on it. So let me just fix all of those real quick.
Well, it looks like March 4th was Saturn's ring, outermost ring. The whole daggone thing.
Yeah, that was that one puzzle. And I feel like we still did bifurcation on that one. But at the end. The sniffles. I hate the sniffles. And the sniffles hate me. 25, 25, 25. Okay. Edit. 5. Edit. 5. Edit.
In Monster Hunter World and Final Fantasy have the correct year.
Probably because I started those this year. Okay. These are oddly in the wrong order, but get over it. Okay, March 3rd. Nope. February 25th. Nope. March 10th. Nope. 24th of February.
Did one recently. At least I thought it was recent.
Yeah. February 18th. Distant disorder. Was it distant disorder?
Maybe.
It might have been this one. Well,
Okay.
if Dutch flatmates telekinetic crockies seems familiar as we get through it, then we'll just get through it quickly.
Well, and we did one that had a 1 directly above or below. I think we've already done this one, but that's all right. We can do it again.
It's definitely very possible. So, oh, if they would have sent us the link through Logic Master or through Discord.
Distant disorder.
Yeah. Well, let me look at this link. This one's distant disorder too. So I think the most recent one that we solved from Electron was distant disorder. But it's possible.
Oh yeah, what date was distance disorder?
Then there's the telekinesis.
January.
We solved it on February 19th,
19th,
which is when they published it as well.
Okay, so yeah. So we have not done this one. I'm pretty sure we've done this one though.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Okay, so we just haven't done that newer one.
Okay. All right. Right. Getting through the thingamathingies, where I have a working brain. Okay. So next puzzle we're gonna do is Dutch Mates Telekinetic Crockies by Electron. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Dutch flatmates. Every 5 in the grid must have a 1 directly above it or a 9 directly below it. It may have both, but it doesn't need both. Telekinetic crockies. If the digit n is in a cell with a white arrow, the digit n steps in the direction of the arrow must be consecutive with n. If the digit n is in a cell with a black arrow, the digit n steps in the direction of the arrow must be in a 1:2 ratio with the n, and not all telekinetic crockies are necessarily given. So if I were to say, place a 3 right here, step 1, 2, 3 steps away, and this would be a 4 or a 2. And if I were to say, place a 4 over here, then I step 1, 2, 3, 4 steps away, and I get a 2 or an 8. And so that's how those arrows work. And then, of course, if I place a 5, a 1 goes above, or a 9 below, or both. All right. Now we restart for real. All right. Where... I guess I kind of want to look at the limitations that some of these digits have. If I look at this one, right, a black crocky can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8. 5, 7, and 9 aren't allowed because they are odd, so you can't half them, so you have to double them, but then they'll all be greater than 10. However, if we look at the 1, 2, 3 on either side of this telekinetic crocky, if I were to place
if you place a 1,
yeah, if I were to connect this with, say, one of these three cells. It doesn't matter which, right? Let's just say it's that one, and say it's this one, right? If I were to connect those together, these 4 cells would have to be from the digits 1 through 4.
Right.
So, oops, I just want to get rid of the colors. So I can't use 1 through 4 here. And I don't think I have enough room to take 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would go off the grid. So this has to be a 3 and a 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't use a 5. Now these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. This one can go all the way to 8, because that's 8 steps away. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this one can't be an 8. Oh, I guess it's the same as this one over here. Those two are the same. And these two are the same. They should go up to 7, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. They just can't have a 6. And, if I look at this one, right? Let's say this is a 1. Then it pairs with a 2 here. If this was a 2, I could not therefore pair it with a 3.
Right.
Because then this would be a 1 pairing with a 2. So we know that the 1, 2 pair together. And then the 3 is going to place a 4 in one of those two.
Right.
But that means that neither of these can be 1 or 2.
Right.
And they also can't be 3. Because we know one of those is 3. And then the 1 or the 2... I mean, the other one is going to be 1 or 2. But then it's going to pair its 1 or 2 with it in one of these two. One, 2, 3, 4.
Well, if it's 4, it has to be 5.
Right. 5 and 7. I don't know how useful that is. We haven't even gotten to the Dutch flatmates part yet.
No.
Well, where can 5 go in box 2? Well, it has to have a 9 below it if it was in the top row. But none of those can be 9, so 5 has to be on the bottom row.
And 1 has to be... Well, no, 1 doesn't have to be. That could be...
Yeah. And if we look at where the 5 can go in the top row, well, it has to have a 9 below it, so it's removed from both of these possibilities. So we have 5 like this. If either of these is 5, it immediately places the 1 above it.
Right.
But if you place 5 as one of these two, you could have a 9 below it.
Oh. Oh, never mind.
Oh, well, this is clearly not a 1, because that would place a 2 in both of those positions.
Oh, right.
So a 2 would place both 1 and 3, and a 4 would place both 3 and 5. Ah, but a 4 cannot place both 3 and 5, because if it did, that 5 would have to have a 9 below it, which we show cannot happen. So 2 is going to place a 1, 3 there, taking 1 and 3 out of these two. So now what can this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 5, 1, and 3 are removed to be 2, 4, and 6. So now we have 7, 8, 9, which pairs with our 5. Okay, so the 2 is going to have to go in one of those. Now, I could place 1 in any of them, but this one could be a 3, and these two could be 4. Four steps away. 1, 2, 3, 4. These two align here for 4, and that one places a 4 there. That would be a 5. 4 would have to be 8. And then 6. 6 would force a 3, or 5, 7. Hmm. A 5 here would force a 1. Okay. What about these two? 1, 2, 3, 4. Consecutive would have to be a 5, which would place a 9 below it. 5.
Or
6. Wait, that's not... It is. And then 7 would be 6, 8. Red, blue, and green purple, orange, and gray. Oh, well, we know a 4 is going to happen, and that 4 has to place a 5, which has to place a 9. So green can't happen. This has to be green. And green is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, well, since that's 4 in box 3, that places the 3 in box 2.
Right. Red doesn't align there anymore. Green is out. And blue align with that one. Not a 4, not a 5.
The orange in box 8 doesn't align with anything.
Right.
So that's gray.
Right. Because if it was 5, it would point at the 5. So 7, 6 or 8.
Row 9, column 2.
Row 9. Row
Column
9. Oh, right. There. I don't know why I had struggled with that.
Oh, and
well,
one
we
of
know
the
a 3.
has to be a 3.
This 3 doesn't exist.
Oh, the box 8, the arrow can't be a 1.
Right. It could be a 2. If it was a 4, 3 or 5 would be fine. What's left over in this column? 6, 2, 5, 9, 3, 1.
Oh, the black Kropke, box 9 can't be a 1.
Right. If it was a 2, you'd place 1 or 4 here. A 6 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That could place a 3 just fine, and then 8 would place a 4.
Right.
Which would also be just fine. I guess a 2 would have to place a 4, because there's a 1 there already.
Right.
No, 2 is there. confused. And it's nice that a 2, which would point here, makes that the 6, which would place the 3 over there. So it's not even going to interfere with this row. And the 1, 4 over here. However, I just realized that if I make this the 2, and that the 6, then this 6 will place a 3 here, this 2 will have to place a 4. Because if this was a 1, and that a 3, this would break. And this is true on the other side. If I made that a 6, that a 2, and that the 6 would place a 3 here, and then a 1 there, so then this would have to be a 4. So these can't be 1s.
Oh. Black
Oh,
property box 9.
yeah.
If that's a 6, then what's above it is a 2. Then that's a 2, but the other one is a 6, which places.
Right. We do have an X-wing on the 3s here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's useful to try pencil marking anything, though. What can these be? Because they can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 7. 5, 8, 9, 2, 1. The only one of these 5s that can place a 9 is this one.
That one. And any of the other 3 automatically make 1 3 choice in its box a 3, as a 1 would have to go above it.
If this was a 2, it would place a 1. Which would make this...
If that is a 1. No, go back 1. The final cell of box 1.
If this is
that's
the
a
1?
1, how you can't place a 5 in the box. Because you have to have a 1 above it or a 9 below it. Oh, no,
You can
5 would
place
have
5
to
as
go up.
one of these two.
Right.
But if this is a 1, then that's a 2. So this would be 6, which would place the 3 down here.
Right, and that doesn't work.
So this has to be a 3, and a 1, a 3, a 6, a 2, 4. Take our coloring out, and those
5
out.
comes out in box 3 above the 1.
Box 3 above the 1.
Yeah. So now 1 in box 1 has to be one of the two above where the 5s could. Because you can't have a 9 underneath either possibility for 5.
You can still place 5 over here.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting that. Never mind.
Yeah, because if this is a 1, that's a 5 and a 9.
Right. Rid of the coloring. Those are all done.
Alright, well, 5 has to go like this,
Right.
which is going to place a 1 above it. That's not going to work out, so that must be like this. So we get 5 in this row.
Well,
And
there's a 5 X-wing for columns 2 and 3. Because
right, because it can't go in the first cell.
right.
This can be a 5, but that one
Right.
can't be. But that's less useful.
Right.
You get 5s everywhere here.
Well, because
Well, this can't be a 5, obviously. We already figured that one out. Okay. We got that 8 done. That 2 connects to that 4. This 4 connects to the 5. The 2 connects to the 1 and the 3. The 3 connects to the 4. The 6 connects to the 3. The 7 connects to the 6, 8 down, or the 6 down there. The 4 connects to that 5. The 6 connects to this 3.
yeah, there's just 2 arrows left.
If this is a 2, it connects to the 1. If it's a 4, it goes here to place 3 or 5. 5, 6, and 3 are all removed. This isn't a 1.
Oh, where does 4 go in column 8? So that
It's one
can't
of
be 1,
those.
5.
That's very true. 4, 2, 1, 5, and 8. Okay. These 5s, obviously the 5s in the top row have to have a 9 below them. But this 5 could not have a 1 above it, because there's already a 1 in the box. So regardless, our 9s are in this group. So this isn't a 9. We also get 1s here. So those two.
Well, and since the 9 in box 6 has to go on that right side,
Yeah.
1 has to be above the 5.
So this can't be a 5.
That would no longer be a 5.
But this could still be 5, and that's still 1.
Right.
So if this is a 4, that's a 3.
Right. Which would place the 5.
3, 4, 6, 7. Couldn't place a 5 there. One, 5, 3, 6, 8. 9 is out from those two, and 4 is out from those two. Threes up here. 1 is one of those two.
There's 2 possibilities for box 3.
3, not a 6. If this was a... Oh, well, neither of those could be 9, because the 5 is going to
Right.
force a 9 below it. If this is a 5, the 9's below it. If this is a 5, you could put a 1 above or a 9 below. Three is out, 5 is out, that's not a 4. None of these can be 5, that's not a 4. Doesn't feel very helpful. Nine and 4 are out. 1 and 5. 6 and 3. 2 and 6. 6, 1 and 3.
And the box 6 seconds cannot be a
Right. Three, 5, 9. 1, 4, 6, 8. 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 7 apparently. So this must be 5 and 9. So that's going to place 4 and 3. Which now this can't be a 5 with a 1 above it or a 9 below it, so that's 5 with a 1 above it. So that's 1. 3's out, 3's out, 3's placed. So now 5 has to be one of these two with the 9 below it, so this is an 8.
Five, 7, 9 triple box 3. 7 pair box or column 7.
Column 7 places the 9. 5, 7, 9 places 2, 8. 7, 2. 8, 7, 2. Of course, the 7 and the 2 is out.
Row 7, 2, 3. One, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8. Oh, and this can't be a 1, because the 5 had to be above it. So that's just an 8. So it's 8, 4, 8, regular 8.
column 1, 1, 2, 3, 9.
3, 1, and 2. Four is out. 3 and 5. 2 and 5. 1, 2, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. This 5 can have a 1 above it, or a 9 below it, or both.
Right.
I'm just going to cross out the 5 instead of putting it on the border. Eight has to be one of these two, so 8's out there. Where's 4 in this row? That's not 4, that's not 4. That's not 4. 1, 5, 2, and 8 aren't 4, and there's already a 4 there, so that's the 4. This could be 1, 5, and place a 9 up there. Or it could be 7 and 5, 7 and 9.
The first cell of the puzzle can't be a 1.
This one can't be a 1?
Right, because look at the cropped dot. The 1 or 2 in box 2. If it's a
Right.
1, then it pairs with a 2, and 5 has to have a 1 above it.
And if this is a 2, then that's a 1.
Well, no, I guess it could have a 5 and the 9 underneath. Never mind. That's
right. Yeah, because the 5 can still be over here.
right, yeah.
If this is a 5, that's a 1, and that's a 9. Or this is a 9, in which case 9 has to be one of those two. So 9 is ruled out of everything else. If this was a 5, that would be a 9, and that would be broken. So that can't be a 5. If this was a 5, that would be a 9, and that would be a 9, or nothing. So that's not a 5. So now 5 can't be here or here. So this is 5, 9, and 7. 9 is out. And so now we know 5 is one of these two, and so 1's one of those.
And since one has to be above it, then it can't be 2 on the arrow.
There we go. All right. I don't know what Sarah was doing. She started the game on her laptop when she could have just done that in the front room. So you might just barely be able to hear her game.
It's the chimey thing I can hear.
Okay, yeah, that's what that is. Brain's not working. Very nice. Difficulty wise, it was moderately difficult. It got really finicky at the end, where we had to place in, like this row, the 172.
Yeah,
because I didn't think that was obvious. Although, maybe thinking where could 5 and 9 go in this row, and that was forced over here because we knew the 4 was there. And that forced 2 on 7, which gave this a 4, place 3. Maybe it was just not thinking about it correctly. So it was...
Oh.
Huh?
I said, did you I didn't think you had rated it. So I said, did you rate it? And I missed it?
I'm gonna say average-ish.
Yeah.
It feels like it's on the harder side of average, but that might just be because of the finicky-ishness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just we weren't thinking it.
Yeah. I mean, my brain is definitely fuzzy from the sniffles and all that. And with that, I think I actually kind of want to stop here because my brain is fuzzy. So anything else you want to talk about with the puzzles, Mama?
I think we got it all when we were there.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go over, click over to this screen. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. I've been told there's a notification bell you can ring. Make sure to also turn that to all notifications. I believe that helps make sure that you actually are notified when I start streaming, if I post a video in the future, all of that fancy stuff. And share the videos. I've heard other people like Sudoku. I've heard other people like video games. So yeah. But yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.